Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Welcome to your September 1st till the 15th, 2019 General and Love reading. I am going to be doing the Divine Spread. Thank you all for your support, and for those of you that are interested in the astrology part of the reading and the announcements, please wait until the end of the video. That the second part of the video is the announcements and everything that is going on with my channel. Before I start the tarot, just letting you know that I'm launching a brand new website. The address is divinedebut11.com for those of you that are interested in visiting my website and seeing what I have done. I'm very proud of it. And again, I'd like to thank Virgo for all that they do and wish them a happy birthday. It is the time of Virgo. I'd like to thank everyone, not just Virgo, but wishing Virgo many happy returns on their birthday month. I am celebrating my birthday on the 13th of September as well, so it's a very exciting time. We had a new moon last night in Virgo, so perfect time for launching a new website. I just want to thank everyone for all that you do for my channel, and I'm very excited to bring you these September readings. Let's start the tarot, and as I said, for those of you that would like to stick around and listen to the announcements or what cards I'm using, wait till the end of the video. All right, thank you very much. Hello, dear Scorpio. Welcome to Divine Debut. How are you? Hope that you're all very, very well. This is your September reading. Scorpio, a card just dropped out. I'm doing the Divine Spread. And as Karma Dharma, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is the card of Sagittarius. And the wheel is a number 10. It is some sort of a completion. Jupiter is playing some major role in your lives at this time. So beginning to mid-September 2019, Sagittarius is all about the visionary, looking at the bigger picture. Sagittarius is also foreigners, foreign places, foreign lands, different cultures, spirituality, beliefs. Okay, also higher education. Now the Wheel of Fortune is bringing in change for you. It looks like with Jupiter moving direct in your second house of earned income, it's quite a lucky time. So I would say this is a Dharma, not a Karma. Good karma, we should say. So, dear Scorpio, let's see what's going on. What is Uncle Jupiter bringing in for you? And the Divine Spread, which I usually do at the beginning of the month. So if you're interested in the astrology part of this time of the month, this time of the year, I should say, wait till the end of your reading. There are some announcements that I've made and some astrology. So, Scorpio, let's see what's happening for you. If you're interested in the cards I'm using, they're all written in the description box below. So in the foundation area, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Actually, Virgo got the same card in the same position, and this is the card of Virgo. So some of you may be dealing with Virgo. Now, some of you may be on the cusp with Sag, okay, because we've got, you're right next to the sign of Sagittarius. Let's look at the hidden position. Eight of Cups. I think Virgo had the same card there. Exactly. That's crazy. So I think that most of you, for a lot of you, Virgo is very significant. In the recent past, you have the Four of Cups. In the now position, Knight of Pentacles. Again, this is the card of Virgo for me, but it could be any other earth sign. There's so many of you out there that I'm reading for. Let's look at the crowning card, Two of Pentacles. If I'm not mistaken, I think Virgo had that in the same position again. This is crazy. In the action and advice, you have the Magician, which is, it's the ruling planet is Mercury, which rules Virgo and Gemini. So the Magician is all about manifestation, major arcana. Let's look at the outcome. And we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is a number 4. You've got another 4 here, the 4 of Cups. Let's look at what's influencing you astrologically at this time. The divine influence. And we have the Knight of Cups. So that's beautiful. And you've also got a few more cups here. We have 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups. That's 12. 13 is the cup that the Knight of Cups is holding. And I do feel that for a lot of you, this is your energy. Okay, let's look at what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Moon. Yeah. The Moon is here, which is Cancerian energy as well as Pisces. The Moon rules the 4th house. This is all about, family, mother, your foundation, your security. Okay, the Moon is an illuminary. Many times, we have the culmination when we've got a full moon. This does look like a full moon here. Now we are having we just had a full moon, a new moon in Virgo yesterday. Now the full moon will be taking place in the sign of Pisces on the 14th of the month. Okay, so there will be some sort of an illumination, something culminating, ending. That's what happens. Beneath that, we've got the 2 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups is the soulmate card. This is a divine connection. Okay. And it's sitting right on top of the Ace of Swords. An Ace of Swords is communication, it's truth. Okay, so this would probably more than likely be illuminated for you around the 14th, maybe even just before. Okay, so dear Scorpio, let's take some romance angels to see what's going on in your love life. Okay, dear Spirit, may I have clarity in relation to love for Scorpio, 1st till the 15th of September. And it's funny that, there's so much going on in Virgo right now. For those of you that are not dealing with a Virgo in particular, then it's the Virgo time. Okay, and we have retreat. We have retreat. So it's time to disconnect from the world. Time for 2 people to disconnect, spend time together. Some of you may be going on a retreat. For some of you, maybe someone's retreated. And we are having Saturn stopped in the sky in Capricorn. So Saturn is all about timing and karma. So, wow. Timing and karma, and Saturn moves direct on the 18th of September. So could that be when we have more information, things start to move forward? Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Some of you may be dealing with someone who will be expressing their love or even making a romantic gesture so that they may spend some time with you. Some of you may be invited to go on a retreat with your partner. Very nice indeed. Okay, now, as I said, the Wheel of Fortune is a 10. It's some sort of a completion. Tens always break down to the ace, so it's like there is, you know, blessings coming through with Jupiter. Jupiter expands on everything it touches. Now, in the area of home or in the distant past, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is all about being financially independent, being happy with what you are earning. Obviously, this is anything to do with career. There's only one pentacle that's missing. So there's one factor that is missing from either a family situation. Again, tens are all about completion. You're one step away from, you know, stability where money's concerned, or I should say any family situation. There is something that is still yet to be to come forward for the completion. Ten of Pentacles it's a family card. It's the money from the family. And Scorpio, you are all about other people's money. The 8th house is other people's money. It's also like sharing on a very deep and fundamental level. But here in your area of home, I see someone that is quite independent. Now, this could be, again, on an emotional level as well. So financially, you're looking okay. But what is happening on the emotional side of your life? That's the question here. And I find it very interesting that in the now position, we have the very slow-moving Knight of Pentacles delivering this 10th Pentacle. So it's going to take a certain amount of time. As you know, this Knight trots in very slowly because he wants to be certain of his path forward. So everything takes time. Time is of essence, obviously. And he is facing the past, so it's got something to do with the past. Okay, now, having the Eight of Cups in the position of what's hidden from you, the Eight of Cups is, you know, you've invested all that time, but it's not enough. Something's missing. Those Two of Cups are missing. And they are somewhere here in your life. But, you know, the Two of Cups is covered by the Moon card. So the Moon card many times can speak of fears. It can speak of dreams, intuition. I think that someone is following their intuition. And we've got the Moon here again. Now this is showing up as the new moon. So for each and every one of you, it's going to be different, obviously. Some of you may be already on your way to looking for those Two of Cups, on your way emotionally, even if it's not physically. You're emotionally checked out of this situation and you're heading for another partnership, a new relationship. For some of you, it could be something to do with the past. Why? Because Pluto, Saturn, and the South Node are in Capricorn at this time, and it's a very karmic time. So that's why I'm saying that it could have some ties to the past. Now, the Eight of Cups is heading straight into the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, and it's funny the way the moon is showing up in the distance. It does look like a pentacle. So we go 9 and then 8. It's like going forward and then backwards. But this is what you don't know. Now, some of you, for some of you, I feel that this is your energy. Why? Because it is, you know, the water element. And dear Scorpio, you are water. But some of you may be dealing with another Cancerian or Piscean, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, for those of you that are dealing with a Piscean, I'm going to say, because Virgo was mentioned here, they're on the same axis. So, you know, you may be dealing with a Piscean whose partnership house is Virgo. So they could be showing up as either. So, but I feel that for most of you, this is your energy. That's what I feel. Now, because it's in the hidden position, this could be saying that you are not mentioning this to others, okay? Or it's going to, you're heading in that direction, but you just haven't realized it, okay? Either that or some other people may not have realized it. Okay, here we've got the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is usually, you know, the offer that hasn't been noticed. And as you can see, it's the hand of spirit. They're blind to this offer. They can't see it. They're way too busy doing something else. So I personally don't like the Four of Cups seen as a card of boredom. For me, it does not mean boredom. It means that there are other more important things that are being concentrated on. Maybe there are different priorities. And this is a four, which speaks of home and family. So there are different priorities, and therefore this Ace of Cups, which I believe is the same Ace of Cups which the Knight of Cups is holding, it just hasn't been noticed, hasn't been seen at all, let alone, I don't think that it's an offer that hasn't been received well because they can't see it. It's right behind them. Okay, so I do take note of the illustrations depending on what I'm channeling and how I feel when I'm reading the cards. So in the now position, again, that Knight of Pentacles, very slow moving. Here, crowning your reading in the area of career or status, there is a juggling act that you are performing. And I feel again that for a lot of you, this is your energy, but you may also, as I've already mentioned, I've mentioned Virgo, and I'll have to mention also Capricorn and Taurus. Now, dear Scorpio, your 7th house is Scorpio, is Taurus, sorry, so that's why I'm saying that. I do feel, because Virgo was mostly mentioned here, they could be juggling and being very busy as well. This is also a decision that is necessary to be made here with the Two of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could be a career change, and, you know, something is in the works that you're trying to decide. For others of you, for a couple of you out there, you may be deciding between two different people. Maybe you've got your options open, or it could be someone that is trying to decide on you and another person. Now, in the action and advice to take is the card of the Magician. So this is the card of communication, manifestation. Whatever is happening up in the sky is reflected down here. Now, Mercury is in its home sign of Virgo. And that happened a couple of days ago. So mercurial energies are very strong, very good time for communication. We've got a lot going on in Virgo at this time. Virgo is all about the details, also all about our daily routine and health. So I feel that there is communication that is coming through. And with the Emperor in the outcome, the Emperor as an energy, he's all about stability and dependability, as is the Knight of Pentacles, who is very slow moving. Now, the Emperor can be Aries or Taurus energies, and the Emperor can be quite stern, quite Saturnian as well. But this is someone who knows what they need to do. They're capable of ruling a whole empire. So this, to me, as an energy, speaks of stability. I believe that this is your energy as well. Maybe for a couple of you, as I said before, you could be either being chosen between you, someone is choosing between you and the Emperor. okay? Someone who probably is older, and you know, the Emperor is a father as well. He's someone who's much more experienced. Or this is your energy. This is the way you are showing up at this time. So you're very capable. You're very, you are someone that people can depend on. For others of you, this could even be a promotion. You do have the Magician here, which is amazing. You do have the Wheel of Fortune here also. 9 of Pentacles, you're almost at the 10. This could be really good for manifesting. Now, for others of you, this could be a father. This could be your father. This could be the father of your partner. Or, as I was saying before, someone may be choosing between you and another older, more experienced father. Could be someone who is quite more, someone who could be quite fiery, who doesn't show their emotions. They hold back, but doesn't mean that they don't have them. And they can be quite difficult to deal with as well. So I would like to take some more cards. I'm using another deck for more clarity, and what I'd like to look at first of all is the Wheel of Fortune. As I said, Uncle Jupiter, who is moving forward in Sagittarius. He's very strong. Now, I'd like to say that where Jupiter is placed in the horoscope, wow, Knight of Cups, where Jupiter is placed in the horoscope at this time, with the stellium, all those planets in Virgo, it is in a square. So Jupiter can also be legalities. It can be, you know, a square can be, there's pressure. There is pressure at this time with Jupiter and all the planets that are in Virgo. We've got the Moon, Venus, Mars, the Sun, and Mercury. So it's a Virgo party at this time. So, you know, a square is like turning a corner. It can be tough, but it can also be positive change, because Jupiter does bring the blessings. You may need to have these energies to help you get out of some situation that was not serving you. Okay, so you are probably tapping into the energies of Jupiter. Jupiter is helping bring change for you at this time. Now we've got the Knight of Cups again, twice. So an offer that's coming through. This is a knight, so this is action being taken. And the Knight of Cups is also a slow trotting knight. Again, I feel that this is your energy. Now, because we've got the Knight of Cups twice, I will say, oh, wow, that's incredible. I will say that maybe you and your partner, if this is even a committed partnership, doesn't matter, because there are two knights with holding a cup. I feel that both people feel the same. They're both ready to take that next step. But why I can't believe this is, look at that. We've got the Knight of Wands as well. So I was thinking, you know, we've got two very slow moving knights, and I thought Knight of Wands, you know. I actually thought of the Knight of Wands, not the Knight of Swords. That's interesting. And we've also got the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is, for me, Taurian. Again, the King of Pentacles is someone who is very dependable, very, very money orientated. Uranus is in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is all about values, comfort, stability, the 5 senses. Now, the King of Pentacles can be, just as an energy, financial abundance and prosperity, and he's right here with Jupiter. So as I was saying, dear Scorpio, your 7th house is Taurus, so obviously Uranus in your 7th house is bringing major revelations, major changes. It's bringing the future to you, and it's coming in quickly because, again, the Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. So I would say that quickly, this is quick movement. We go from slow to quick. And I do feel that there could be a meeting, as you can see. There is a meeting. So we've got fire. And dear Scorpio, you are the most fiery water sign in the deck. Now, I'm going to say that for some of you, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, could be any fire sign, but I do feel that the King of Pentacles is the same as the Emperor for a lot of you. Now, for a few of you, it may not be. Why? Because the Emperor is, we know that the Emperor is quite fiery, quite the Emperor is also quite stern. The Emperor is more about the empire than the individual. But the King of Pentacles is someone, obviously, that, you know, if you ask them for a favor, look, I need a loan, I need some help, I need some help with my stability. I feel that this is someone that you can totally depend on. This Taurian energy is like very, 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 very helpful. Some of you may even say that Taurians are very, or too much to do with business, too much to do with their comforts. And, you know, the shadow side of Taurus can be, of course, we know laziness, but it can also be like too much in their own business, too much about what surrounds them, the, you know, things of value that are around them. They do like comfort a lot. So that's why I'm saying that both of these characters can be quite dependable. The only thing, the difference here is that the Emperor can be fiery, whereas the King of Pentacles is not. But the fact that he's sitting on top of the Knight of Wands, which is fire, that's why I'm saying that there is a chance that we're talking about the same person, that this is the same person. So it could go either way. Okay, there's so many that I'm reading for, that there are so many different stories here. Now, the Knight of Wands can be someone that's quite sexual, quite quick to act. We've got the Knight of Cups, which is very slow trotting, and the Knight of Wands is very fast, you know, takes action, is very spontaneous. I think that the wheel is bringing the change, bringing that sort of a change, that the Knight of Cups is turning into the Knight of Wands. Let's look at your foundation. And you've got the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is an imbalance. So someone is conflicted here. There is some sort of a conflict in your foundation. And, you know, it is all about competition, competitive communication, disagreements, obviously, to the point where it can get quite harsh. Of course, fives bring in change. Now, what the change is here for me is that the person in the front of the card is holding all the swords. So this is winning over your competitors, winning at all costs. Now, maybe the argument could be about stability. It could be about finances. It could be about family. Let's look at that Eight of Cups. And we've got the Eight of Wands as well, which is very quick movement, very quick flight travel. Now, you do have Sagittarius here, which says that some of you may be hoping to travel, right? And these are also Cupids love arrows, communication, passionate communication, quick messages coming through, social media, okay? And I feel that there has been some sort of lack of communication. And I do feel that it's got a lot to do with Jupiter having moved direct just recently. So let's take the Four of Cups. And there it is again. This is crazy. 4 and 4 equal 8 of Cups. We've got the 8 here again. So, yeah, again, another cup is being handed to you. I think that this is the divine trying to get your attention here, trying to get someone's attention, either yours or your partner's. I think that this is a second chance. This is like trying again. Try your luck again. Let's take the Knight of Pentacles. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles. There it is. A beautiful, sturdy, and sure, secure, new beginning. Again, this is the hand of Spirit, handing you that pentacle, handing you that commitment, giving you a chance for that promotion, a new job. Let's take the Two of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Two of Cups. Some of you are being swept off your feet. I feel that there is a very slow offer coming through of commitment, but it's coming through. Someone is thinking very seriously here. Let's look at the Magician, which is all about manifestation and communication. Let's see more about that. And we've got the Page of Cups. There's the offer. There is an offer that's unexpected. Now, this could even be it can also be an apology. Okay, maybe it's unexpected because, as I said, I feel that there was a pause in communication in the recent past. Let's look at the Emperor, everyone. And we've got the Ten of Wands. This is an ending of some sort of a cycle. Another 10 breaks down to the Ace of Wands. It has been a burden, yes, but you're getting to your desired destination. Yeah, a desired destination, Scorpio. Let's look at that Knight of Cups in the divine position. And we've got the Seven of Wands. You see, I feel that there was a lot on your plate. A lot on your plate, and maybe the person you're dealing with, maybe they had a lot on their plate. I do feel that this was like someone, holding the door closed. Whether it was you or whether it was your partner, for whatever reason. Look at all these wands here. At some point there was success, and then there was some sort of a blockage, some sort of rigid, difficult energies coming through, which you've had to persevere with. Sevens are a very, very lucky number for me. So, yes, it can speak of conflict, but of course 7 for me is the divine number, so I don't see it as conflictual here as the 5 of Swords, nowhere near. And of course you've got the higher ground here. Let's take another card. I do feel that Scorpio had issues they were dealing with. It was just, it was just meant to be. It's not going to be time unless it's time. Saturn will not allow things to manifest unless it is the correct time. So timing is everything. Let's take another card. And there's another 7. Yeah. Another 7. So we've got fire and earth here. We've got all the elements here, of course. We do have some swords, but we've got fire, earth, and water. Fair bit of water as well. 2 sevens are 14. It's temperance. Again, Sagittarian energy. And Sagittarius is all about the future, like seeing the world through different eyes. You know, spirit is trying to bring things in for you. It's, of course, it talks about patience, perseverance and patience, you know. So, and we have gone through a lot of difficult energies in the recent past. Let's look at this moon card. And the moon is all about motherhood. As I said, it's all about security. So let's take another card on that moon and see what is that all about. And we've got the High Priestess, the moon goddess again. Now this is, of course, Virgo Piscean energy. We've got the moon goddess with the new moon at her feet here. This again is all about intuition, secrets withheld. Okay, but she has a deep knowing. She is very spiritual. So for me, the High Priestess, it does speak of keeping the faith that whatever is being manifested for you, you will find out about when it is the right time. She holds the secrets in her hand, right? And she is a number 2. 2s are all about partnership, relationship, even if it's in business. So and as you know, the pomegranates which are in the background here, they do speak of the end of summer, which we're at right now, at the end of summer in the northern hemisphere anyway. In the southern hemisphere, we're talking about the same time. It's just that you know, for most of the world, it's the northern hemisphere that's having the end of summer. So we're talking about this time right now. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, because don't forget that it is the time of Virgo now, and she does stand for Virgo Piscean axis. And also Pisces is the energy of, you know, again, it's spirit, but it's unconditional love, and it's also very unclear. Pisces is the 12th house of the zodiac. It's dark and mysterious. It's ruled by Neptune. Okay, and Neptune is all gas and haziness, and that's a lot to do with the Empress. Did I say Empress? With the High Priestess as well. So what I'd like to do now is take a few Sibillas, okay, so we can see what's going on here. Now, the fact that we have, dear Scorpio, the 5 of Swords in the area of your security and your home, whatever we're talking about, and we've got the home here, but it could, you know, stability could be talking about work for you. Some of you may be feeling that your stability depends on work. And the Casa just fell out, which is the 2 of Cups again. So this is the house, this is security, this is a constitution, which can speak of a marriage as well. Okay, so there's been conflict, and there's been difficult energies here. Difficult, I must say, because maybe family issues, maybe even extended family issues, sucking up your energy, even your finances, I can say. But there, you know, it's an imbalance. As I said again, the 5 of Swords is not easy. Let's see what else we've got. We've got Stanza, which is the Ace of Pentacles, and this is the news coming into the room. Things that have been unknown have been talked about here, maybe. okay? But as I said again, someone here in your home area, in your security, is quite the independent, and they're ready to do battle if it's necessary in relation to contracts, to security, to stability, to career, to any family situation. And things will be known. Information is coming through. Now, this is also the card of intimacy, very scorpionic, but it's the Ace of Pentacles again. That's what's interesting. So, for some of you, this could be like news being found out about something to do with a love triangle, because we've got 3 people in the 5 of Swords. Let's take another card. And of course, the Ace of Pentacles could be a child. And here we've got the 3 of Pentacles, another 3. And this is the Donna di Servizio, which is very Virgo, Virgo-ish help. Don't forget that Virgo is always of service to others. That's why I see this as the help of Virgo. So it's all about the details. Looking at the details before anything can manifest. Nevertheless, news is coming in about an agreement, and it's a very helpful energy with the Donna di Servizio. And we've got, again, the lettera, which is news, and this is the 2 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Pentacles is up here as well. So a decision was necessary to be made. Let's take those 2 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles in the crowning position. And we have the bambino, the child, 7 of Pentacles. So this is newness, or this is an actual child. This is also, you know, the beginning of something new in a relationship after a decision has been made. We also have the Sospiri, which is the 6 of Swords, moving from karma to from trouble to calmer waters. And this is, you know, someone who is waiting on their ships to come through, obviously. Again, very similar to the 3 of Wands as well. And we've got the Artista. So someone's waiting on a decision. There's 2 7s here. This is another 7, which is this like the 7 of Cups. But there is a discovery being made here in all the haziness and the lack of clarity. There is a discovery that's going to come through. Now, also, someone is making a choice here. Things were up in the air. It was necessary for time to pass. You've been patient, or your partner has been patient, and the Artista can also be a professional. Could be a solicitor. Could be your partner that sits behind a desk. We've also got the King of Pentacles, who is very, very business orientated. The Artista can also be a doctor who's saying that someone is pregnant. We do have the child, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. I want to look at the outcome position, which is the Emperor and the 10 of Wands. We have Prigione, 9 of Swords. So this is Capricorn, and these are obligations. These are the shackles that are holding someone back, someone, I don't want to say hostage, but someone is not able to move freely because of the burdens, because of the responsibilities. This is right on top of the Emperor, and the Emperor could even be the energy of Capricorn, where, you know, the energy is playing out here. We've got Pluto, Saturn, and the South Node in Capricorn. Let's see what happens after the Prigione. We've got the Ladro, which is the 10 of Pentacles, but it's also the thief. So something is missing. And as I was saying to another sign, I don't remember who it was, in the Ladro, it's like the 10 of Pentacles, but something is missing. Now you've got the 9, I think it was Virgo, guys. You've got the 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, which equal the 10, but they're not in the same area. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here and the 9 of Pentacles here. So this is a thief. Either something's been stolen. This is someone coming into your home, literally, because we've got the devil energies here. And the devil energy can be obligations, it can be restrictions, it can be very sexual tendencies and passions. It can also be fears. And it can also be addictions. Let's take another card. And here we've got the delirante. That's the 9 of Pentacles. Deliriousness. These people have committed silly actions. Right? They're drunk. So someone has been overindulging. Okay, I do feel that with all the delirante, and I was just talking about Capricornian energy, which can be the devil. And here we've got delirante, which is people, they're drunk and they've committed silly actions. So I don't know how this speaks to you personally, but I feel that these silly actions could have a result, some sort of getting into trouble with the law, or whoever is the law for you, whatever that means for you. Let's take another one. And we have the Vecchia Signora, which is she's the older woman who can advise, but she's also the visitor. Now this is a 2 of Swords, which is a decision, so therefore I need to take more Sibillas. Some of you are hoping to visit, to travel, but there are obligations here. It could be around family, could be around money, could be around the law, whatever is the law for you. Let's take another Sibilla, and we've got the La Reunion. 8 of Wands. Wow. Reunion means someone from the past, obviously. So there have been restrictions and energies that have been holding this reunion back from happening. But we've got the 8 of Wands twice, which means that there will be communication in relation to travel. The delirante can also be, because it's the 9 of Pentacles, someone is feeling quite independent, strong financially now, and maybe because they're independent, that could mean that these obligations have fallen away, as with the 10 of Wands, right? And they're free now to move and visit or meet up or whatever this means. I'm going to take one more Sibilla, and we've got the Disgrazia, which is the Tower, and this is the 7 of Swords, which does speak of stealth, but it can also speak of intelligence. Now, as I said, 7s for me, we've got 3 7s right here. 7s are the divine. 3 7s are 21, which do add up to the 3, which is the Empress, but also 21 is the World card, which again speaks of completing some cycle, completing a vicious circle, a karmic cycle, but it's also world travel. Now the Disgrazia, they do say, I think it's like Uranian energy, so Uranus in Taurus, it means change where values are concerned, and Uranus is trining over to all those planets in Virgo. So that could mean what it is. There is a sudden change of values, quick change is happening here. but it's also your energy, dear Scorpio. It's also Plutonian, where things that were not serving you are changing, or this is just an epiphany, a sudden epiphany. What I'd like to do, dear Scorpio, right now is I would like to take an angel answer for you. So, sudden revelations and epiphany is going to happen where communication, partnership, relationship, in romantic relationships are changing. Okay, I think that it's a very important time. I do see, even like the delirante can also mean, because you've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles here, which do equal 19, and that's the Sun. Sun is Leo, and the Sun, of course, is children, but it's also whatever you've created could be bringing you in. Whatever you've risked could be bringing you in. You know, the Sun is the most positive card in the tarot, and whatever you've created is going to bring you healing. It's going to bring you happiness, joy, fun. That's what Leo, the house of Leo, is all about. Okay, and your risk, I would say, whatever you have gambled, I think is going to pay off. So are you ready to accept the card? Are you ready to receive the answer? Hopefully it will answer your question. Scorpio, ready? No? Archangel Michael, please give us clarity in relation to Scorpio and what's happening with them beginning to mid-September. I think this is the card now. Let's see. And we have in the near future. And we do have two angels that are together. Okay, two angels. You do have the soulmate card twice. You had it twice. What I'd like to do also is I would like to take a handwritten card. Okay, I'd like to take one on the King of Pentacles and one on the Emperor. So let me just fetch the King of Pentacles, and then I will read from the book for you. So we have the King of Pentacles and we have the Emperor here. Let's take one each and see what are they trying to tell us. So the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, please, Spirit. You are the love of my life, and this is the Two of Cups. So I feel that you are spilling your heart out, dear Scorpio. I think that you are, the change that's coming in for you is going to make you want to move forward where a relationship is concerned. And it's got, for some of you, this is someone from the past. For those of you that this is not from the past, you may be communicating through social media. You did have the Eight of Wands and lots of travel cards. Okay, so let's look at the Emperor right now. For those of you that are not dealing with two people and this is the same person, let's see what the Emperor is, because the Emperor can also just be an energy which speaks of standing in your integrity, having done the right thing before you can receive from Saturn. Let's see the Emperor. I'm coming to meet you. I want to be with you. And this is the Eight of Wands. Wow. Wow. Okay. I will let you decide what that means for you. I can see the story. It's clear for me. Let's see what in the near future says. Right, in the near future. And it says what you are asking about will occur very soon, so you won't have to wait much longer. Stay optimistic and continue upon your current path. Be open to receiving. That's beautiful. And you know, the word optimistic stands out to me because that's what Jupiter is all about, optimism. And we do have the card of Jupiter right in the middle of your reading. So Spirit is blessing you at this time, dear Scorpio. I'm very happy to see this for you. Very happy for you to receive good news. Wishing you all the best. Thank you so much for taking the time out to be here and share this time with me. For those of you that are interested in the astrology, please stay on for the rest of the video and the announcements, of course. All right. Love and light to all of you. Bye-bye. All right, everyone, thank you for sticking around. If you're obviously here because you wanted to hear some announcements from me. As I was saying in the beginning of the video, I'm very proud of my new website, very happy to have completed it. It will be launched on Monday. We just had a new moon in Virgo just last night, so the website is going to be up and running in the next 1 or 2 days, so very excited about that. Also, I'd like to add that I will be doing extended readings, which will be posted. The link will be on my website. So for those of you that are interested in the extended readings, you go onto my website and click the tab on the right-hand corner at the top, which says extended readings. It's not guaranteed that these readings here will have extended readings, but the next ones will. And you can actually purchase that from my website. And this is because many people don't like the extra lengthy videos. People want an all-round quick view at the cards and what they're all about. So for those of you that love the extended readings, if the reading resonates for you, then if you're interested, you've got the option to go to my extended reading tab on my website to purchase the rest of the reading. And again, I'd like to thank everyone for their support and just letting you know it's an honor for me to read for you. And I really appreciate all of you here. I'd just like to mention a couple of things about the astrology now for September. Okay, there isn't that much that is very big in September. What I'd like to say, the most important transits, and because this is the astrology part from the 1st till the 15th, what is important is that there is a full moon on September 14th, which is in Pisces, and if you are a Virgo, then this is your 7th house of partnership and relationship, romantic or otherwise. It's, the 7th house is other people. So Pisces is all about unconditional love. And Pisces, of course, is a completion point because Pisces is the last zodiac, the last sign of the zodiac. So full moons are also completions. And when we've got a full moon, there is more illumination, because we have the reflection of the sun's rays onto the moon. So that's why we usually do things on a full moon. Even the council workers that work on the road, they work usually on full moons because there's more light. So obviously something is coming to light, something to do with Piscean energy. For those of you that know your natal chart, then you would know the house of Pisces and what it's all about for you. But the main thing is that this is a full moon, okay? So it's a culmination. Once a full moon happens, After that, we've got another new moon, which we start something, you know. And the full moon, the new moon will be taking place on the 28th of September in Libra, okay? Now, also on the same day, Mercury will be entering Libra. Mercury rules Gemini as well as Virgo. Now, Mercury is all about communication. Libra is all about democracy and finding the balance. So it's a very, very good, the energy is very good for conversations, for communication, and finding the right balance, you know, trying to have everything working where communication is concerned. So Mercury is the messenger, so some of us may be receiving messages in relation to partnership or any relationships. Okay, so Libra is all about communication as well, so a lot of that will be going on. Now on the same day again, on the 14th, Venus enters Libra as well. And we all know that Venus is love, money, values, projects. Okay, so Venus is actually the ruler of Libra, so that's very positive. Venus is very strong in Libra. So having Mercury and Venus both ingressing into Libra on the 14th, it's a big day. So mark that on your calendar. There's going to be a lot of communication with a full moon, completion of a cycle. Okay, very interesting on that day. So just one more thing, I won't be talking about all the transits for September, as I said, up till the 15th, but what I'd like to point out is that Saturn in Capricorn, in its rulership of Capricorn, it's actually turning direct on the 18th of September. So for those of you that are feeling that things have stopped, time has stopped, just so you know, Saturn is actually stopped right now in the sky. Saturn is very potent. Its energy is very strong. That's what happens when a planet stops moving retrograde and then stops and it gets ready to move direct. Saturn, though, will still be in its retrograde zone until the 24th of December. So I want to ask you, and in your own personal life, what was happening for you from the 22nd of January 2019 until the 29th of April 2019, because that was when Saturn started to move into its shadow zone. So it looks as though those things, those matters, whatever you were dealing with on those from January 22nd till 29th of April, that's the area that Saturn will be covering from the 18th of September until the 24th of December 2019, when it will actually leave its retrograde zone. It still will be turning direct. It will be covering its shadow zone. So that's what I wanted to tell you in relation to Saturn and what's happening with Saturn right now. And we all know that Saturn can be quite hard. Saturn is the lord of karma and of time. So as I was saying before, if you feel as though time has stopped, Saturn right now is saying that the right time will be when Saturn says it will be. So after the 18th of September, we will see a big change with things starting to happen, things starting to move. Now, Saturn can also bring us the goods. If we've done the work, Saturn will crystallize, will physically bring in the abundance, physically bring in the gifts. So it's not all bad and not all nasty with Saturn. But I'd like to also say, because I talk with a lot of people and I know that a lot is going on at this time. It's a very, very calming time. Why? Because we have Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node. Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node in Capricorn. Saturn is stopped in the sky. Pluto is still retrograde. He won't be moving direct until beginning of October. So we're dealing with a lot of karmic issues right now. And this, of course, is because Saturn and Pluto are right there with the South Node. The North Node is right opposite in Cancer. So we have Capricorn and Cancer. The South Node, North Node is in Cancer. We also have Pluto and Saturn up here. So they're right across. This is an opposition with the nodes. Pluto and Saturn are activated by the axis. This axis is what is bringing us all this karma. Saturn is the Lord of karma, as I've said, the Lord of time. Pluto is very karmic. So is the South Node. This is why we are dealing with a lot of karmic issues right now. So just keep that in mind. Whatever you're going through right now, and I know it's very tough times, it's really hard. We've either got, it's black or white. There's no in between. There's no medium. There are no shades of gray right now. It's either 1 minute it's doomsday and the next it's like heaven, okay? You will notice that that's the energies we're working through right now, and it hasn't been easy for a lot of people. Also, another very important thing is that Uranus in the sign of Taurus is, Uranus in the sign of Taurus here is trining over, trines are very positive to all the stellium of planets in Virgo. So Uranus is the rebellion. It's the rebel, it's the change, it's the revolutionary, it's the humanitarian. It rules Aquarius. But it's in the sign of Taurus, which speaks of values, comforts, the five senses. If we're not valuing someone or something, some situation, then Uranus will break things down and bring change. Uranus is also the future. It is trining over to all those planets. At this time I'm doing your video, we've got the Moon, Venus, Mars, the Sun, and Mercury all in Virgo. Virgo is all about our daily routine. It's our health. Virgo is also looking at the details, doing your homework, rolling up those sleeves, being, looking at all the flaws. That's the shadow side of Virgo. But Virgo is also an earth sign. It's very grounding. So is Taurus. So the trine from Uranus to all those planets in Virgo is very positive. So radical change where love is concerned, where communication is concerned, where our daily routine, our health is concerned, our emotions, even the moon is there as I'm doing these videos. And we've also got a major earth trine, grand earth trine, which what a grand earth trine is, that we've got Saturn and Capricorn and the South Node trining over to all the stellium, all the planets in Virgo, and Uranus in Taurus. We have a grand earth trine, and trines are very positive. They're very easy flowing earth energy. So that is very positive, and that's the positive side of things. But we've also got Jupiter in Sagittarius, which is squaring, and squares are not very easy. Squares are like turning a corner. So Jupiter is also going to square all the planets in Virgo. Now Jupiter has got to do with the visionary, expansion, growth, legalities, higher education, spirituality, all those things in Sagittarius, which is very free-spirited. Sag and Jupiter is very strong in Sagittarius. It's his rulership. It's squaring all those planets in Virgo. So it's like, for me, it's like a wake-up call. Hello, look at the future. You're on a spiritual quest. Also, Jupiter is squaring over to Neptune in Pisces, and then Neptune is opposing all the planets in Virgo. So we've got a T-square as well, which is the hard energy. So we've got a mixed bag of goodies. Neptune it's in his rulership of Pisces. Jupiter is in its rulership of Sagittarius. Saturn is in its rulership of Capricorn. Now even Mercury is in its rulership of Virgo. So there is a lot of potent energies happening at this time. Lots of good, some bad, but we've got to take the good with the bad and just keep our head held high and keep working. Okay, so it is interesting in the stars, what's going on right now. I'm wishing you all the best. That's the information that I can give you. I can't make these videos any longer. They're already long enough. Thank you so much, everybody, for sticking around. Thank you for your support. Sending you lots of love, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.